I was there to be in trees and to better understand them. Trees and forests are facing existential threats because of climate change, but it can be a struggle to grasp the extent of the danger or to make sense of the complex and deadly interactions playing out between heat, drought, fire, water, disease, and pests. I hope that being in trees would allow me to better see them through the eyes of people like the Levanges, who care for trees and who perceive so much more about trees and forests than many of us do. I also wanted to overcome, if possible, a terror of heights that had developed after I became a mother. If either of my kids or anyone I was with moved toward the edge of something, my shins felt squeamish and fuzzy, coursed by waves of electric buzzing. The fear traveled from my legs and sometimes from the back of my hands to my core, becoming a gut-lurching sense of being on a precipice that I'm going to fall off and yet can't step back from. Dizzying and destabilizing, it is a feeling not unlike the one I have when thinking about climate change. That spring weekend at High Rock turned out to be the start of an ascent in ways I did not anticipate, as I came to understand more fully what climate change is doing to trees and forests. I began to climb regularly, returning to the workshop several times as a participant and traveling around the country to observe others. I met women of all ages, from those in their 20s to those in their 70s, and of all backgrounds. Over and over, I heard stories of sexism, many set in the predominantly male arboriculture industry. But the stories could be set most anywhere. Their experiences familiar to many women, to many people. Stories of disregard, indifference, othering, dehumanization, hierarchy, and subjugation. They are the origin stories of the climate crisis. Centuries of exploitation of people and the non-human natural world. Over and over, I observed and spoke with people transformed by the women's tree climbing workshop. The Levanges and the other instructors, many of them tree climbing champions who excel in a dangerous, difficult profession and who are working to transform it, create community that is respectful and frequently hilarious. They express confidence in everyone's ability to do seemingly impossible new things. Participants learn technical skills while routinely discovering physical, mental, and emotional strength they didn't know they had or that they had lost touch with. Climbing made them feel more confident, more powerful, more hopeful, and part of an ever-expanding community, a mycelial network, the Levanges say.